Good afternoon. It's Roger again from the Old School Gun Shop here in Livonia, Michigan. I want to talk to you about something that happened this week. I bought some electronic sights. I bought them under the assumption that they were name brand products, but I since found out these are counterfeit. We're going to talk a little bit about counterfeit products. I made a trade the other day and obtained these electronic sights. I was very happy with the deal I made and thought, well, great, these would be a great addition for my store and for my customers. But I found on the Trigicon site down here on the end that it had a statement on the unit that says property of Trigicon. So as a red flag, I thought, whoa, I'll call Trigicon and see what they had to say. Much to my disappointment, their tech told me that he believed that this was a counterfeit product. We sent them pictures right away of the packaging and of the unit, and much to my disappointment, they confirmed that this was a counterfeit sight. He told me that it was a good counterfeit, but it was still a counterfeit. So, obtaining all three of these at the same time, I immediately thought, whoa, let's see what we have here with these others. We contacted Leupold. Leupold also informed me that this was a counterfeit site. This site always has the same serial number, and it uses a green as well as a red dot, where the original Leupold only has a red dot. So we found out that this one and this one were counterfeit products. We attempted to call EOTech. EOTech did not respond to my calls, so I did a little research, and it was very clear that this unit is supposed to have a serial number, and it does not. I ended up with 3 counterfeit products. Now what am I going to do? Alright, and looking at this unit from Trigicon, we see a few things. We see that the box does not have a sticker or a label that would give the serial number or the model number. The unit itself, as I mentioned earlier, says property of Trigicon. That does not belong on a standard product. The serial number is also on the side of the unit here. It has more digits than Trigicon is currently using, so the serial number was an immediate identification to the folks at Trigicon that this was a knockoff or counterfeit product. Okay, right now we're looking at a counterfeit of the LCO red dot sight from Leupold. This is a counterfeit of the Leupold sight. How can we tell? On the Leupold, it's relatively simple. The Leupold serial number on the bottom on the counterfeit items is always the same. Maybe you can see it here. They were always this number. So if you have this serial number on your Leupold, or you can also see a green dot in your Leupold, you also have a counterfeit sight. On this EOTech unit, there should be a serial number on the bottom of the unit, and there is not. There should also be some type of a product label on the end of the box, and there is not. If you're looking at these products that I do have here today, most of them are old packages. The transaction that I purchased these, the man told me he had had them 5 years. So these have been out there for a while. I'm not exactly sure if the problem is still prevalent or not, but hey, these came into my store looking brand new, and I fell for it. Well, I did my homework. I got on Google and I started researching about buying and selling counterfeit products. It's well known that the purse companies and the perfume companies have been dealing with this for years and years, but it looks like the gun companies are being ripped off now. I discovered that I can buy a counterfeit product without any jeopardy, but I cannot sell a counterfeit product without jeopardy. So what will I do with these? Well, I've chalked it up to learning my lesson. They'll probably go right back in my safe with a lesson learned. Selling them is not worth it for someone like myself as far as our reputation with our customers and online. I've been using the term counterfeit when talking about these items. Other terms come up like knockoff and fakes. Fakes have been around the gun business forever. Knockoffs the same. What I understand is a counterfeit product is one that was made for the purpose to deceive. Obviously, these were made by someone with the purpose of taking money from an unsuspected customer and selling this product to them. So that's why I use the term counterfeit as opposed to knockoff. This thing was made to deceive. Well, so what do we do about this? Well, my lesson has been learned. I will be very cautious in the future. and looking at any of these products that come into my store for sale. But what can we do about this? Well, this is easy. You need to buy from proper quality sellers, whether that's a brick and mortar store in your area or that's one of the big online sellers. The big online sellers, some of them have stellar reputations, especially when it comes to returns and dealing with problems that might pop up like this. I don't think this problem would happen if you bought from one of the big online sellers, but if you buy on eBay or Amazon, it better be buyer beware, and make sure you get a good guarantee from the seller and the ability to return the product. It never ceases to amaze me that some of the online seller of used products, they have a great idea of what that product is worth, but when it comes to any type of a guarantee, they do not offer one. So folks, remember, if you buy something like this, it's yours. Again, there was not any jeopardy to buy it, but there is jeopardy to sell it. So obviously, we will not be selling these. Like I mentioned, these will go probably right back in my safe, and I might get some mileage out of them talking to folks about these products. Again, in closing, buy from a reputable seller, buy from someone who you can trust, and that can be online as well as on your local corner. This is Roger at the Old School Gun Shop here in Livonia, Michigan. Hopefully this helped you today. We had actually planned to do something else today, but these things popped in on us and thought it would be a great time to talk about this. So, thanks for visiting us again. We can be contacted through the website, shooterservice.com, and you can contact me. I try to reply to every request I get. Thank you.